Welcome back, and it's time for the next project on the transom. You've seen I've added these knees to the transom, and you're probably like, what on earth are you gonna do with those? Are you leaving them like that or what? Well, I'm not. I had to put these in first to get the glass tied into the stringers and have everything kind of connected. Next up, I am adding a compartment to each side. I've already glued together and pre-shaped my sides so that they will just snap in just like that. They're gonna get glued in with some thickened resin, and then a couple of layers of glass. And then the big thing I'm going to do is one or two sheets of 1708 in addition here that's going to come across and wrap around here and distribute any force forward or backward further off of the motor. It just helps box things out and triangulate all those forces, make it even that much stronger. The other cool thing with these is it's going to add me some storage for plumbing and things on this side, and on this side, electricals. So here we go, let's get these glued in. Ooh, let's see how she sets in here. The squish. Vamos. Next, do the squish and the squish. So I am popcorning all over this boat right now. I got projects going on here in the front. I'm kind of holding off on moving forward with that. I have created the compartments in the back, but have not glassed them yet. And I am moving on to the next piece. I basically want to have all the pieces of foam glued where they need to be and the basic shapes done before I continue forward with any more fiberglass. So for that reason, I'm moving all the way to the back of the transom today. And this is going to be fun and kind of exciting, but it's also probably the hardest part of this whole build for me because it's completely just different than anything I've done so far. I'm adding sponsons. So yeah, here we go. On each side, I'm going to add an extension onto the hull. They're going to come back 18 inches from the bottom of the transom back, and these are going to give me added flotation and buoyancy and also prevent the boat from doing the little dip whenever you gas it. It should pretty much just launch straight forward. That's what I'm working on today. I already got a couple of my pieces cut. I have them braced. I'm going to go ahead and screw that on the back here, and we'll continue working on all the side pieces, and hopefully I'll have all this kind of pieced together. Here's my main middle piece. I'm sure that looks crazy funky right now. If you can't picture what it's going to be in the end, I can see it though, and I think it's perfect. Okay. Probably doesn't look like it, but the back is actually about an inch higher than the front. I might actually bring it up a little bit higher. I want them angled up so that they don't push the bow down. When you get up on plane, you want the bow to still raise up a little bit. Bottom pieces cut. Let's see if I can get them on here. Beautiful. All right, I got one side pretty much built out and squared away. I'm gonna work on putting this other side together now. There it is. Check this out. Yeah, that's gonna look awesome. Okay, one last piece to finish this side off. Let's pop it in and see what it looks like. Let's get this one screwed on. Okay, she didn't fall apart. All right, one last look. What it looks like with no sponsons. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and clean this all up, get it ready, and then we'll glue this thing together. Look where I'm putting it, Evelyn. Right up to the edge of the foam and wrapping it like that. Okay? It's going to keep the resin from sticking to the wood. I need 2 on the other side.
Now cut it. No, cut it.
Good. Where's my resin? All right, first bit of glue's in. From here, I'm gonna let this kind of harden off so that I can hopefully take my mounting screws off then, and then I'll fill in all the little gaps that I have and glue the rest of it together, as well as some of the pieces on the inside. Ooh, this is exciting to watch this come together. I know it looks kind of like square and goofy right now, but trust me, it's all gonna get rounded and made to look pretty and gonna be awesome. All right, it's been a solid night, and I've let all of the fillet welds and everything kind of kick off nice and hard. So this thing is completely glued to the hull now. Now, as you can see, all of the weld seams look fantastic. These pods are super solid now, like way more than when they were just screwed on. They're basically a solid piece of form now to lay glass on. And then I can come in and shape the outsides after I flip the hull and make everything kind of look the way that I want it to look. Yeah, it looks great. The next step, I got to come in with the little orbital tool and sand out all of these welds to make them nice and smooth, take any bumps and stuff off. And then we're going to do tape seams and fiberglass the insides of the pods and fiberglass the compartments on the inside of the boat as well. So I'm going to work on fiberglass in these back storage compartments and the pods, and to make my life a lot easier, I just took a trash bag, cut it open to give me a decent amount of flat space to work with, and I laid it on my piece, taped it on here with some painter's tape, and traced out the shape that I need to cut out of my glass. It's much easier than trying to lay a bunch of 1708 on here and you stretch it and pull it and everything else. This will let me make the shape that I need. I can cut it in a nice flat area, then just bring it in here and glass it. Go ahead and cut out my first template. Okay, first template's made. All right, cool. I got all of my patterns cut and made. Now I just got to go and cut some glass to put where the patterns were made for.
2,000 years later.
All right, I'm back. And I have all of my pieces of glass cut. This next little bit. All right, so I am out of resin. Yeah, there's not much else I can do. I got the backs in on each of the pods. I got an extra piece over here on my panel for doing electrical work. And this has all got all of its glass. So I need to run to the store, get a bunch more resin so that I can finish the insides of all of this back here so that I can prep for flipping this thing.